On a cold winter day in 1947 in the Flatbush section of Brooklyn, New York, an ugly baby was born. He was described as a child who knew what he wanted, and what he wanted, it seemed, was more. In the next hour, you'll meet the man who started from such humble beginnings to become one of the most despised figures in the entertainment industry. This is the true Hollywood story of Marvin Tikvah.
He thinks people have a good heart, but he just doesn't.
I mean, he goes crazy. I think he's a manic depressive of some kind.
He is a monster.
Basically, I think he's a shallow, arrogant bastard who needs his ass kicked.
I'm not a perfect man. Don't put the mantle of perfect on me.
I thought that working for Marvin would be glamorous.
Shelley came into my office and she asked me if I was looking for a secretary. And I told her no, but I am looking for a secretary.
A typical day, it's not very far from pornography.
Give me a little 68. She said, what's that? I said, that's where you give me a BJ and I owe you one.
A lot of people ask me why I stay.
You know, Shelley's like my right arm. And you know what I use that for?
Actress and former client Terry Garr.
I'm sorry you had to talk to Terry Garr. She's not a pleasant woman.
I wouldn't let him touch me.
Terry and I thought hit it off.
I was like a non-sexual buddy.
Non-sexual buddy is what I would like to call, well, normally I would call that just a lesbian.
He booked me in a show.
I got her to do a one-woman show in India. It was called Eat My Dust.
Eat My Dust went over very big in India because a lot of people in India eat dust.
Life in the Hollywood fast lane soon took its toll on Marvin. He decided to settle down and get married. Ruth Tikvah was the first of Marvin's 7 wives. She declined to be interviewed for this story, but issued the following statement. Marvin Tikvah is a sleazeball and a Tell that to go to hell.
You know, women are like parking spaces. All the good ones are taken and the only ones left are handicapped.
Star of the Brady Bunch and former client Eve Plum.
The first inkling I had that Marvin was probably not the best agent was the puppet show.
We could not afford Barry Williams. We could not afford Mike Lookatland. We could not afford Marcia, who I will refuse to call her by her real name because she, at that time, was a raving bitch.
It was essentially me being Jan Brady, doing all of the other characters as hand puppets. And because, of course, nobody else wanted to go to Phoenix to do this.
Which is the Hollywood of Arizona.
The thing that he wanted me to do was to legally change my name to Jan Brady.
Eventually, Marvin decided to overcome his fear of black people by entering the world of hip-hop.
I represent the Wu-Tang Clan, and there are a bucksish couple of guys, I'll tell you this much. I am not normally a pot smoker, but I had to take it up just to understand how they talk.
Couldn't keep him away from the table, boy. That's one thing he was real good at. We gotta give him much respect.
They all talk foul, and they use a lot of hand gestures.
You ever seen the way he dresses? Come on.
I have a closet filled with 37 blue sweatsuits.
Every day of the week, he has a day, same sweatsuit, same shoes, same socks.
Buy a sweatsuit? I'm a fat man.
And things pour out. It's just good to cover it all
And
up.
contain it.
Why blue? Optimism.
If I were to sum up Marvin in one word, it would have to be enormous. I think there's 3 little words I've always wanted to say to Marvin. Please fire me.
Greasy hands all over my body. For years.
He came in like a whirlwind and went out like a pile of shit.
I'm a concert pianist. I am a lover of words. I'm a student of nuance. I wish nothing but the best for everyone. Unless it affects me negatively, then they can all go themselves.